Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love and the journey of ascension. Our Lightworkers meeting part 2. We have the masculine's side of things to take a look at. I've been out. Sunday is my food shopping day. I go shopping for food. Food, glorious food. I did pick up a new cup. Good vibes, good vibes, good vibes. Good, 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 good vibrations. Cheers to sending you some good vibes. A positive mental attitude. I feel that is your principle of success to master, because it's the one that has to be used with the other principles no matter what. So, we've got the masculine here, okay, and he's looking up. And a positive mental attitude, and then we've got divine will, let go of fear. Card number 12, which is the hangman's energy. And you can see here, there's a character that looks masculine to me, and he's looking up. Okay. It says your hard work is paying off, and that card there came out with the part 1 reading. This one here was for the divine masculine side of life. The Kundalini rising. Interesting that that card's gone sideways like that now. Okay, well, let's read about the Kundalini rising. Interesting that that is today's date. I'm going to go and close a door because there's a draft that keeps catching it. I'm not sure where the draft's coming from, but glorious food. Food, glorious food. I do like to try something different each week, and this week I've chosen some sweet and salty pretzel fudge mini bites. I'm looking at my chipped nail varnish. Shall we have one of these? Look inside. What do you see? Oh, they look rather nice. Let's try one. Crunchy, sweety, salty, crispy. Let's look at these cards. As you speak it, so shall it be. That's negative. That's when it looks like the hangman. Let go of fear. Because you're just manifesting more things to be fearful of. Okay. The quote's coming through. You are your own worst enemy. I don't like that quote. I personally don't really choose to use that. Is that a quote you use to yourself? You are your own worst enemy. No, you are your own saviour. Because what's coming through is Tia Lulu's on teamwork. Okay? This is about you doing it yourself. This energy is, don't focus on what the Divine Feminine's doing. Okay? I don't feel you're going to have access to her. She's going through her own transition. The energy here is to focus on yourself. Your own positive mental attitude. And not requiring another's energy to flip that talisman from negative to positive. The lesson is that you master your own emotions. You go learn how to fish, okay? You know the song that's been playing over the last couple of days? It just pops up on like a random playlist. Is it by the Hoosiers? Is that the name of the band? 555 was on the counter then, so you may be seeing 55s. I think 22 was yesterday's number that I shouted out. All the fives, 55 today. Too sweet. I aim low, I aim true, I aim true well. It's a negative, it's a self-sabotaging song, isn't it? You're too sweet for me. Shall we get the words up for that song? Let me just go and grab my other phone. So look, you really have to focus on good vibes, good vibes, good vibes, good vibes. No one can do that for you. That's an inside job. Let me have a look at the lyrics. See if we can get the lyrics up. H-O-Z. I-E-R. Too sweet. First one. It can't be said, I'm an early bird. It's 10 o'clock before I say a word. Baby, I could never tell, how do you sleep so well? You keep telling me to live right, to go to bed before the daylight, but then you wake up for the sunrise. You know you don't gotta pretend, baby, now and then. Pre-chorus, don't you just wanna wake up, dark as a lake, smelling like a bonfire lost in a haze? If you're drunk on life, babe, I think it's great, but while in this world, I think I'll take my whiskey neat. My coffee black and my bed at 3. Real rebellion energy here. You're too sweet for me. You're too sweet for me. I take my whiskey neat, my coffee black and my bed at 3. You're too sweet for me. You're too sweet for me. So this is really the energy of a... You can't help somebody who doesn't want to be helped. Jeez, that's another quote I dislike. Okay, have you been telling yourself that one? Post-chorus, ooh, 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 ooh. Verse 2, I aim low, I aim true, and the ground's where I go. I work late where I'm free from the phone, and the job gets done, but you worry some, I know. But who wants to live forever, babe? You treat your mouth as if it's heaven's gate. The rest of you like you're the TSA. I wish I could go along. Babe, don't get me wrong. Pre-chorus. You know you're bright as the morning, as soft as the rain, pretty as a vine, as sweet as a grape. If you can sit in a barrel, maybe I'll wait until that day. I'd rather take my whiskey neat. My coffee black and my bed at 3. You're too sweet for me. You're too sweet for me. If these are words that are being spoken, like, you're too sweet for me, you're too good for me, you're just going to carry on feeling that way. Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at will change. You're too sweet for me. That could cause the Divine Feminine to become even more sweeter, which could be a massive sign, because I feel like I'm... how do I say this? Like de-aging. I'm feeling younger. I'm looking younger. My eyes have a twinkle to them. My hair just has a different texture. My lips are a bit more luscious, plumpy. You're too sweet for me. You're too sweet for me. What come through this morning? The Divine Feminine is alchemizing. Okay, the energy here. Right. You take your coffee black. I take mine with full fat milk, 2 sugars, 2 coffee mates, and a nice teaspoon of coffee. That's not too sweet for me. That's just perfect. Okay. Well, Guardian of the Soul Family, card number 26. The energy comes through in the Divine Feminine's reading regarding like her having guards around her, and it's the same with the Divine Masculine's energy here. You have your own like personal guardian assistant. Picked up something earlier. It's got to be, I think it says on it. Let me, because it said something about angels. I was looking for some heat defense spray. And heat protection spray. Got to be Guardian Angel heat protection spray. Okay. And I can see the postcard from Spirit here, which we'll put that there, yeah? Got to be. With the Divine Feminine's energy, this energy of don't focus on what the Divine Feminine's doing, focus on yourself. You see the teamwork there, but it's am work. I am work. I am a work in progress. Oh, what was coming through then? Got to be. Okay, yes. The Divine Feminine knows that if something's meant to be, it's going to be. So she is receiving her own direction to follow. Divine Masculine, you're being taken care of in a different sense. Okay. So, in a positive sense. I can see you. Yes, I can. She's got her head against the Journey of Love box. Let's have a look. Sounds like some kind of western. Okay. What number is that card, Bill? 26. 26. The painting is called, and I am aware that I don't think. I don't think them two can be used in the same sentence. I'm aware that I didn't read the Divine Feminine's poem. Her card was Devotion to the Small. "26. Serenity. That's the name of the game. Or does it mean anything to you? Does it mean anything to you? That's the name of the game. Guardian angels with a G. With an L-E-G. Lucy, read the message. Okay. I'm also taken to the messages that are coming through with like the candidate number 1, number 2. I think there's going to be 4. Because I notice a group chat that we have between myself and my family consists of 4 of us, and there seems to be 7 people present. So I'm feeling 3, 4, and 4. God speaks. Yeah, that's what I've opened up to. 26. You are being drawn to kindred spirits in this physical world by loving guardians in the spiritual worlds. If you feel you are leaving relationships behind, do not be afraid. Yeah, this will be a solo process. I'm not going to call it lonely. The Divine Feminine has gone through this process, and it's your time. Not it's your turn, it's your time. This is where you'll learn to stand on your own 2 feet, stand up for yourself against all the naysayers, and you will come to realise that crumbling the matrix is the most wisest thing you could be thinking about doing. Instead of feeding negativity into it, our world needs a positive facelift. A permanent positive facelift. I like that. Let me write that down. A permanent positive facelift. I'm writing that with the candidates. I'll write it with the candidate number 2, having a makeover. Positive. Permanent. Facelift. Is that how you spell permanent? Oh, I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. No, it doesn't. Positive permanent facelift. I put face life. No mistakes. Permanent. Not sure. We could say positive permanent facing of life. Okay, let's get back to the message of the guardian of the soul family. So if you feel you are leaving relationships behind, do not be afraid. The space that such courageous action creates is sometimes necessary in order to have room for the new to enter your sphere of consciousness. You may also feel that somehow a relationship that seemed to be held back from you is now becoming available to you. Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at will change. I feel the energy of the feminines is, if it's meant to be, it will be, and the energy of the masculines is, well, it's just got to be. Low battery mode was just activated. Well, let's recharge. Recharge our batteries, okay? It's like you need the negative and the positive for the battery to work. Otherwise, there'd be no recharging, would there? You'd just be on fully charged all the time. This is more about balancing the law of polarity. Of course there's negative, but which one dominates your life? So you may also feel that somehow a relationship that seemed to be held back from you is now becoming available to you. There is a great soul love calling you into more intimate connection now. It is sanctioned by the divine. It is a karmic destiny to fulfill. There is love that you are to experience in connection with particular souls, predetermined by the divine plan. If you are struggling to feel the soul purpose in your current relationships, take heart, for you are being helped by divine guardians who understand and support the sacred purpose of your relationships. Be open to current relationships healing, whether that means improved communication and enriched experience, or the realisation that you have travelled as far as you can together, and know that new relationships are going to be an important aspect of your spiritual destiny being fulfilled. Trust in the divine timing of your life and open your heart to the guardians who help you with unconditional love now. Okay, Divine Masculine, so you're being helped by the guardians, and they're helping you with unconditional love now. The guidance of this oracle for you is that relationship healing is taking place, in present relationships unfolding, in attracting the right relationships for your future growth, and in leaving behind relationships of the past with a peaceful heart. Be gentle with your heart, beloved. All is well. Okay, the poem. When I open my heart, you cover me with a blanket of love and warm the silence with your caress. Words unspoken say it all as we become more than we are alone. Let's have a look at the Divine Feminine's poem. 32. A flower is a poem that tells you the truth of a thought in the fragrance of a dream, as fleeting as a heartbeat, as lasting as a memory. Let's read the Kundalini Rising, Ignite Your Passion for Life. Let me just find the book for this. Coffee? Good vibes? Cheers. Cheers. Card number 22. Look at the halfway mark from that. 11 is the Dark Night of the Soul. And then the next page is Divine Will. We're here. Oh, we're here. 17. Galactic Healer. Okay. Well, I was actually looking for 22, but don't look back. Move forward with an open mind. 22. It's your choice. Oh, I felt that message was for the Divine Feminine. Don't look back. Move forward with an open mind. Number 17, it's like I can't get to that page again. Don't look back, move forward with an open mind. Divine Masculine, it's your choice. Ignite your passion for life. Kundalini energy is non-denominational. It resides within every person, regardless of their culture, religion, or location. Often visualized as a great snake, this serpent of Kundalini energy has been coiled around the base of the spine since birth. Awakening Kundalini causes the energy to ignite and rise through the chakras. It lights up each chakra, giving each one an energetic boost along its way, continuing towards the higher crown chakra and beyond. Rising Kundalini can trigger positive and negative experiences. A spontaneous awakening can be triggered by extreme events in your personal life, such as abuse or trauma, accidents, major life events, extreme stress, and drug use. Being unprepared can leave you feeling lost in life, overwhelmed, depressed, or fearful as the body and brain struggle to comprehend its intensity, choosing to restrict its movement. Okay, let's move the Divine Feminine's energy out of the way here. Let's have a look at these cards. You have to bear in mind that the Magician was in reverse. There's a fly crawling up my arm. Okay, let's remember that your hard work is paying off. Not just for the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, your hard work is paying off. Just continue to put your bestest into yourself. Hard work is paying off. Being unprepared can leave you feeling lost in life, overwhelmed, depressed, or fearful as the body and brain struggle to comprehend its intensity, choosing to restrict its movement. In a more controlled environment, yoga practice, intense energy work, and meditation can also release this potent energy. If you have had a limited ego structure and are ready to surrender to your Kundalini, you will pass through this experience with minimal complications. Ultimately, how you receive this awakening depends upon your outlook on life. Everything depends upon your outlook on life. Continual spiritual work is recommended now to remove any self-restrictions you may have in your life. Right now, you are heading into unfamiliar territory. Empathy for others increases, while the interest in your own life begins to step into the shadows. As you begin to realign your life, you may be even asking, who am I? Releasing patterns and conditions the self has placed on the psyche, now it's a time to realign your being to your unique blueprint. Currently, you are dissolving personal patterns that are no longer needed. If it is not serving you at the highest level, it will soon be removed. Okay, something come through earlier, which I kind of giggled to myself. It's when you say to someone, see ya, but I wouldn't want to be ya. Yeah, say goodbye to them people that you really wouldn't want to be like. I don't have anybody like in my life that, you know, I don't want to be like in some way. I like them. My inner circle, it's, yeah. I most definitely would not say that to them. See ya, but I wouldn't want to be ya. Make sure you're saying that to the right people. Your words have power. Okay. Currently, you are dissolving personal patterns that are no longer needed. If it is not serving you at the highest level, it will soon be removed. The release of Kundalini energy can herald great change. Assess the success of your coping strategies during stressful and emotional periods. Forever changed by your experiences, reignite your fire and passion for life by connecting to your inner spark. Your inner spark. Shadow aspect, ambition, rebellious, risk-taking. The sacred crystal is Tiger's Eye. And your angel assistance is Guardian Angel Melahel. Removing toxicity, self-expression. And your affirmation, Divine Masculine, is, I am my own healer. I hear these messages loud and clear. Good for you. I am my own healer. I hear these messages loud and clear. Write that down on a post-it note. I am my own healer. And you know how to heal yourself. Changing the way that you look at things, and the things you look at will change. Because you would have adjusted, changed your vibration frequency. As above, so below, as within, so without. Have we read all the cards? Well, we can read Your Hard Work is Paying Off, because we did not read that in the Divine Feminine's reading. Let me just find the book. Here it is. Your hard work is paying off. First and foremost, this card suggests a new start for you professionally. Whatever has been going on in your working life, this card heralds the start of a new and improved work cycle. If you're unhappy in your current job, this is a time to either renegotiate. If you're unhappy in your current job, this is a time, I would say, to leave, but let's read the message. To either renegotiate your position or look for something new. Whatever your question, work-related or otherwise, a new plan and strategy is called for. You need to take a look at the long term and think about where you want to be in 12 months or even 5 years. Now that's energy. The 5-year energy was spoken about in the first part of the Lightworkers meeting with the Divine Feminine's energy. That will inform your best course of action now. So think seriously about it. Drawing this card suggests it's a time for you to be ambitious about whatever it is that you want to achieve. Attune to the moon, make a proper plan and execute it well. Additional meanings for this card You need to be more disciplined to reach your goal. Hard work will make your dreams a reality. A very good omen for study or teaching. Don't be too controlling and avoid anyone who is controlling. The teaching. Capricorn is a sign of ambition, building and hard work. The energy is solid and rigid. The new moon in Capricorn is a powerful lunation that comes towards the end of each year and marks arguably the best moment annually to make a list of your hopes, dreams, ambitions and intentions for the year ahead. Pulling this card at any time suggests that with planning and discipline you can achieve whatever you set your mind to. The success through a positive mental attitude. 10% on the battery. And he came up with a very good answer indeed, right down at the bottom here. He decided that he would be happier if he made others happy. Now, there were many people whom he could make happy, for he met many folks on his streetcar every day. He had always been able to make friends readily, so he thought, I'll use this trait to make each day a little brighter for every person who boards my car. Clarence's plan was wonderful, the customers thought. They enjoyed his little courtesies and cheerful greetings immensely, and they were happier, and so was Clarence, as a result of his cheerfulness and consideration. But his supervisor took the opposite attitude. So the supervisor called Clarence in and warned him to stop all this unwanted affability. Oh, I've had a similar warning about being too nice, and we'll go in the extra mile. Let me hear their guidance, please. Let's see if how I've chosen to handle it is correct. But Clarence paid no attention to the warning. He was having a good time making others happy. And as far as he and the customers were concerned, he was making a terrific success of his job. Clarence was fired. I can't be fired by the person that made the comment though. So Clarence had a problem, and that was good. At least according to the PMA Science of Success course, it was good. Clarence decided that perhaps he had better visit Napoleon Hill, who was living in Canton at the time, and see how and why this problem was so good. He called Mr. Hill and arranged for an appointment the next afternoon. I've read Think and Grow Rich, Mr. Hill, and I've studied the PMA Science of Success, but somewhere I must have gotten off on the wrong track. And he told Napoleon Hill what had happened to him. Now, what do I do? He concluded. Napoleon Hill smiled. Let's look at your problem, he said. You were dissatisfied with your work as it was. You did exactly right. You tried to use your best asset, your friendly and affable disposition, to do a better job and get and give more satisfaction on the job. The problem arises from the fact that your superior didn't have the imagination to see the value of what you were doing. But that's wonderful. Why? Because now you are in a position to use your fine personality for even greater goals. Let's carry on reading. And Napoleon Hill showed Clarence Lancer that he could use his fine abilities and friendly disposition to much better advantage as a salesman than as a streetcar conductor. So Clarence applied for and got a job as an agent for the New York Life Insurance Company. The first prospect Clarence called on was the president of the streetcar company. Clarence turned his personality loose on this gentleman and came out of the office with an application for a $100,000 policy. The last time Hill saw Lancer, he had become one of New York Life's biggest producers. Are you a square peg in a round hole? The characteristics, abilities, and capacities that make you happy and successful in one environment may create an opposite reaction in another. You have a tendency to do well what you want to do. You are called a square peg in a round hole when you work or engage in activities that do not come naturally and that are inwardly repellent. In such an unhappy situation, you can change your position and place yourself in an environment that is pleasing to you. It may not be feasible to change your position. You can then make adjustments in your environment to coincide with your characteristics, abilities and capacities, so that you will be happy. When you do this, you square the hole. This solution will help change your attitude from negative to positive. Okay, square peg, square hole. Perfect. We can finish off this one. If you develop and maintain a burning desire to do so, we have this one. Ignite your passion for life. Excuse me. Good vibes. This takes me to pay attention to your vibes. Pay attention to your mood. So if you develop and maintain a burning desire to do so, you can even neutralise and change your tendencies and habits by establishing new ones. You can round the peg, okay, if you are sufficiently motivated. But before you achieve success in changing your tendencies and habits, be prepared to face mental and moral conflicts. You can win if you are willing to pay the price. When I spoke about this, going through this transition on your own, it's necessary, or solo, but you have your guardian angels with you. And you have your own vibrational alignment to be able to tap into. So you can win if you're willing to pay the price. You may find it difficult to pay each necessary instalment, particularly the first few. But when you have paid in full, the newly established traits will predominate. The old tendencies and habits will become dormant. You will be happy because you will be doing what now comes naturally. To guarantee success, it is desirable that you try zealously to maintain physical, mental and moral health during the period of such an internal struggle. Are you hearing this message loud and clear? Okay. I am my own healer. I hear these messages loud and clear. So, to guarantee success, it is desirable that you try zealously to maintain physical, mental, and moral health during the period of such an internal struggle. In the next chapter, Your Magnificent Obsession, you will see how to neutralise your mental conflicts. But pilot number 14, which number 14 is Temperance in the Tarot, which is a blending of the 2 cups, 1 masculine, 1 feminine, the 2 of cups. And these energies are being blended together. And when temperance has been balance, equilibrium, has been vibrationally achieved, union takes place. It's natural. Okay, so remember, your hard work is paying off. So, thoughts to steer by. Number 1, satisfaction is a mental attitude. Number 2, your own mental attitude is the one thing you possess over which you alone have complete control. Number 3, memorise, I feel healthy, I feel happy, I feel terrific. That says terrific there, and not terrible. It says terrific. If you're wise, you would have a notebook at this point, writing these down. On post-it notes. I feel healthy. I feel happy. I feel terrific. I am my own healer. I hear these messages loud and clear. That's like the hard work you have to do, is putting some action behind it. Number 4, when you set a goal, aim higher. Number 5, know the rules and understand how to apply them. So have you listened to The Game of Life and how to play it? I've recommended this audio. The hard work is to go to the search button and put in The Game of Life and how to play it by Florence Scovel Shin, and then press play. Number 6, set your target and keep trying until you hit it. Number 7, see beyond the routine. Use the stepstone theory. Number 8, develop inspirational dissatisfaction. Number 9, what do you do if you are a square peg in a round hole? Defeat may be a stepping stone or a stumbling block, depending on whether your attitude is positive or negative. Should we go to The Secret? I mean, this is a fantastic book to start with, to understand the law of attraction. Well, should we see what's on page 55? Interesting. I'm singing in my mind, we're in the army now. Whoa, whoa, we're in the army now. Well, let's have a look at 55, how to use The Secret. Action will sometimes be required, but if you're really doing it in line with what the universe is trying to bring to you, it's going to feel joyous. You're going to feel so alive. Time would just stop. You could do it all day. So action will sometimes be required, but if you're really doing it in line with what the universe is trying to bring you, it's going to feel joyous. You're going to feel so alive. Time would just stop. You could do it all day. Action is a word that can imply work to some people, but inspired action will not feel like work at all. The difference between inspired action and action is this. Inspired action is when you are acting to receive. If you are in action to try and make it happen, you have slipped backward. Inspired action is effortless, and it feels wonderful because you are on the frequency of receiving. Imagine life as a fast-moving river. When you are acting to make something happen, it will feel as if you are going against the current of the river. It will feel hard and like a struggle. When you are acting to receive from the universe, you will feel as if you are flowing with the currents of the river. It will feel effortless. This is the feeling of inspired action and of being in the flow of the universe and life. And that's where the Divine Feminine is, in the stream of inspired action. Okay, acting to receive from the universe. Sometimes you will not even be aware you used action until after you've received, because the acting felt so good. You will then look back and see the wonder and matrix of how the universe carried you to what you wanted, and also brought what you wanted to you. Now that's interesting, because the feminine energy doesn't chase, she attracts. With the masculine here, this is just interesting. How the universe carried you to what you wanted and also brought what you wanted to you. That's the energy the feminine's in, knowing that what she is wanting will be delivered. Dr. Joe Vitale, the universe likes speed. Don't delay, don't second guess, don't doubt. When the opportunity is there, when the impulse is there, when the intuitive nudge from within is there, act. That's your job, and that's all you have to do. Trust your instincts. It's the universe inspiring you. It's the universe communicating with you on the receiving frequency. If you have an intuitive or instinctive feeling, follow it, and you will find that the universe is magnetically moving you to receive what you asked for. The universe is magnetically moving you to receive what you asked for. Guys, I've really enjoyed doing this week's Lightworker meetings. I really enjoyed doing the candidate little tips and tricks readings. Okay, 5335 is on the counter. I will speak to you guys soon. Until then, take care. A positive mental attitude. No exceptions, no excuses. None of them are going to work. Okay? The only thing that's going to work is some good old-fashioned inspired action. Okay? On your part. Why? Because you felt like it. Yeah, it feels good. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.